All right, this is lesson 2 of chapter 16. It deals with the Saccheri Quadrilateral. But before we look at the Saccheri Quadrilateral, I want us to look at the birectangular quadrilateral. All right, obviously you know a quadrilateral has 4 sides. But what makes a quadrilateral birectangular is it has 2 legs that are perpendicular to the base, and it has a summit that is not parallel to the base. All right, so it's a quadrilateral that has 2 sides perpendicular to the 3rd side. And the top, it's very similar to a trapezoid, but not. We're going to see these on spheres, all right? Key here is your legs are not necessarily equal, but your legs are perpendicular to your base. All right, a type of birectangular quadrilateral is the Saccheri Quadrilateral. The Saccheri Quadrilateral is a birectangular quadrilateral, but its legs are equal in length. So you would be asking yourself, well, isn't that simply a rectangle? It is not a rectangle because we still consider these. These would be considered your summit angles. Your summit angles. So your summit angles in a Saccheri Quadrilateral, they are not right angles because they will lie on a sphere. So they will either be greater than or less than right angles. That's why a Saccheri Quadrilateral is not a rectangle. Now look on page 698. There are some theorems related to the Saccheri Quadrilateral that we will use in proofs. All right. Now even though the summit angles of a Saccheri Quadrilateral are not right angles, we do know that they are equal. So we can say that in a Saccheri Quadrilateral that the summit angles are equal. We can also say that a line segment that connects the midpoints of the base, if I connected the midpoint of the base and the midpoint of the summit of a Saccheri Quadrilateral, then I could say that that line is perpendicular to both the base and the summit. All right? Now let's look at theorems 89 and 90. 89 says, if the legs of a birectangular quadrilateral are unequal, then the summit angles are unequal in the same order. All right, so I'll call this leg 1 and this leg 2. All right, leg 1 is longer, so angle D will be greater than angle C. All right, so the longer leg has the longer opposite angle. So in this picture, I could say that angle D is greater than angle C. Why? Because the legs of the birectangular quadrilateral are unequal in the same order. Okay, that should sound familiar from a long time ago on how we did with triangles. What we did with triangles was if I had a longer leg, like this would be my longest leg, or my longest side, then I would say that is the greatest angle, okay? So it's similar to what we use with triangles. All right, then theorem 90 says if the summit angles are unequal, then the legs are unequal in the same order. It is simply the inverse. So if I give you that angle D is greater than angle C, then I can know by default that the leg opposite it, leg 1, is going to be longer than leg 2. Okay? And I'll go over these 2 lessons in class on Thursday.